Third down and 6. Woodhead in the backfield with Brady. Niners showing blitz for the moment. They don't blitz very often. Second least in the league. Show it again. Brady lets that clock go all the way down. Just gets it off. It's a 4-man rush, and the pass is low and incomplete. Intended for Brandon Lloyd. So the 49er defense creates a 3-and-out. Patriots tonight are 0 for 7 on third down tonight.
Come this way and drop out this way. Just the old Pittsburgh Steelers fire zone. And Brady read it pretty well, just didn't get the completion.
Here's Mesko's punt. Niners doing the job defensively. Patriots #1 in the league in converting third downs coming into the game tonight.
So impressive what the 49ers are doing on defense.
And Mesko's kick is a line drive duck. Is it touched? Yes, we have in the playoffs last year. Was it touched is the question. And the Patriots think they have it at the 30-yard line. And we all know what happened last year with Kyle Williams in the NFC Championship game, costing the 49ers a shot at the Super Bowl. And this was Ginn. Does he touch it is the question.
I don't know.
Spinning.
Oh, I tell you, that's hard to see from that angle. It looked like the other way.
Marquise Cole would have recovered it if that is the case. Now the officials are huddling, and the ruling has not been announced yet. It doesn't look like it touches them on that angle.
The other one is the one I think they're going to.
It's so similar to that Kyle Williams play in the playoffs last year. We had to look at it about 8 times to figure out if he grazed it, even if it just grazes him.
That ball looks like, it's so hard to tell, is it just the bounce or did it get diverted off?
During the kick, holding by the receiving team, by the kicking team, number 57.
All right, that's the first part of it. Now what?
Holding by the kicking team, so maybe it doesn't matter.
Well, you got, first of all, he said 57? There is no 57. For starters. The ball is spinning so oddly, it's almost impossible to tell if it touches him or not.
Boy, if it didn't,
Crazy.
It went right around the bend. Mr. Official, what would you call it? You see it touch?
It doesn't look like he touched it. And again, it goes back to the play in the playoffs last year. After you looked at it enough times, you could see where it did touch Williams. And Hockley will gather the forces. The entire law firm is out there right now. So if he doesn't touch it, the 49ers get the ball where it was down.
Man, is that close.
But again, you're going to need, of course, the phrase you've heard 18 million times, the irrefutable visual evidence. All right, here comes Hockley with the call, the initial call.
The ball was illegally touched, but it was also then recovered by the kicking team. However, there was a holding by the receiving team, number 57. That penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. And we'll replay fourth down.
By the receiving team or by the kicking team?
He said originally the kicking, then he said the receiving team.
I think he's going to have to redo that announcement.
I think so too. Because originally the call was holding on the kicking team, then it's holding on the receiving team. We're trying to figure out where the illegal touch happens as well. What's the illegal touch here? This?
Yeah, that's the illegal touch, I believe, just when they recover the ball down the field. Wow.
And then Belichick's going to take. take the challenge flag out, at least for the moment. That's why the crowd is responding. The illegal touch after the ball passed Ginn.
New England is challenging the ruling on the field that the ball was not touched, and therefore that the recovery wasn't legal. If the ball was touched by the receiving team, it would be a legal recovery by New England down there.
We have nothing to add. We're just going to go to commercial and give you a break here. Back after this. Well, Hockley has reviewed it. He's discussing it. This has taken forever. We've had all kinds of announcements, issues, a holding call. Not sure whether it's the kicking team or the receiving team.
I'll tell you the other part of it. Bill Belichick was not going to throw that flag after what happened to Jim Schwartz. He held on and asked questions.
Right. Ed charging $1,000 an hour at his law firm.
The ruling on the field stands as called. However,
please, ladies and gentlemen,
the force in which the ball legally recovered by New England because the ball was not touched by San Francisco. There will be a 10-yard penalty against the receiving team at that spot on San Francisco to keep the ball.
Well, the crowd doesn't want to hear anymore. The one part you did hear him say was that the ball was not touched by Ginn. So you go back, we've looked at this a number of times, and that's the ruling in terms of this part of the play.
Yeah, and then the hold had to have been on the receiving team because they're going to take that back from the point of the downing.
Again, we talked about the championship game, and this turned out to be a turnover because Kyle Williams could not get out of the way.
Of course, they could not advance it at that point, but they could recover it.
Turned out to be a gigantic play, and then you had a fumble in overtime by Williams. And you know the rest of the story. The Giants, in case you haven't heard, went to Indianapolis and won the Super Bowl.
49ers going to quit putting return men back there.
Especially on a night like tonight. So Kaepernick's going to come out. The offense will take over. It's about as lengthy a delay as I can recall. And now Belichick wants to know where the ball is going to get spotted.
Now everybody's mad. Both head coaches don't like this spot.
The hold was on the 49ers. That's the one thing we can clear up right now. It was on Michael Wilhoit. So it was on the 49ers. Hockley's trying to address the crowd again, but his mic's not working.
The spot should have been marked off from where it was first touched by the Patriots.
Exactly.
Seems like that thing is back pretty far.
So both coaches are arguing the case.
New England has charged a timeout for the challenge.
Well, that's just cleaning up the back end of the challenge. What about where the ball is? And you're right. They're going to mark it up from where it was recovered, so the ball's going to go to the 22-yard line, at least for the moment, until it is heard in the Court of Appeals.
The ball was touched initially and kicked backwards, so I think they got the benefit of kicking it backwards themselves. Maybe not.
Well, play resumes after a week and a half. The ball's at the 22-yard line. 14-3 San Francisco, and Kaepernick gets flushed out. He's great on the run. He throws against the grain, and the pass is incomplete. Steve Gregory comes in to break up the play, intended for Crabtree.